In this video, I'm literally gonna do something called ranting about how much I love Resident Evil and Devil May Cry franchise. Or, it's not a franchise, it's from the same franchise, Capcom, but like, still, let me please rant about this because I'm gonna do this once in a while and I absolutely appreciate these games and I absolutely wanna always play them again and again and I never get bored of them. And well, first of all, I don't even know where to start. Well, Devil May Cry is so fucking good. I started with, the Netflix show. I was introduced to it by the Netflix show, apparently. But no, it goes back to 2020, okay? When I first heard I Am the Storm That Is Approaching. And it was beautiful. Because what the fuck is that song? That song is so fucking good. Like, even today, that might be the most replayed song I've ever played every year. And and I just got back to it again, like, more into it again after the Netflix show. And after watching the Netflix show, which like had two episodes which were really good, right? Like the first four episodes were like so freaking good, okay? And then the next few episodes were slow, but the development of the story and everything was good, and I actually pretty much enjoyed it, and it wasn't so bad. So I was like, and then Virgil showed up in the end. Like later on in the game, Virgil shows, like, not the game, sorry, the show. Virgil shows up in the end, and he's like, "I'm the storm that they fear," something, and then he's like, "I'm the storm that they come towards, approach," or something. But and then I was like, bro, I don't know how, but I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps, okay, and I was like, why not just give the game a try? It's been so over my feed and almost everywhere, and I'm not so proud of saying that I got into the game because of the show, but at least the show was pretty good in the beginning, and it got also, it has good potential to be a better show if they just stick to the plot. And then I played the game Devil May Cry 5. Bro, where do I even begin? The graphics, the UI, and it was so well, to understand and so easy to understand than all these games that I've played. Like, legit, I don't even know how to complain about it. Like from the start to finish, okay. First of all, I was playing the game to play as Virgil. Okay, I wanted to play the game because I wanted to just play as Virgil and keep on playing as, I just wanted to know when he comes. I thought he was just a side character who will, who we will get to play as later. But no, that the plot twist was for me that he is the main villain, right? Like, first of all, you never knew that the main villain is Virgil. Like the main villain who was, what was his name? What was his name? The big ass guy. The big ass guy. The funny thing is, hold up. Devil May Cry 5 villains. I forgot his name. Urizen. Yes, Urizen. Urizen. I thought I never could have imagined Urizen is Virgil. Like, who would have thought, bro? Like, that was the biggest plot twist ever for me. And that wasn't just the biggest plot twist. Like, even playing as characters separately was the best experience that I've ever had in a game. So let's talk about Nero. That guy is pretty shit. Like, sure, he has cool boom bam powers, and like, his hand rocket launches. Whatever. Well, I don't know what you call that. I forgot. Okay, I played that game like 1-2 months ago. I forgot the terms, appropriate terms. All right, but but it was pretty satisfying when the boom shit happens, and but yeah, you get what I mean. But I had so much more fun playing as, what was his name, the Virgil human form. What was that guy's name? Shadow? No, it wasn't Shadow. Hold up. His name was. It was a letter, right? Yes, yes, yes. His name was We, and it was so much more fun to play as him. Like, you are summoning two shadows, and then you're clicking. I'm a PC gamer, okay? Like, I play on my laptop, and then you're clicking and using both the things at the same time, like both the shadows at the same time. And whenever that kaboom, like electricity shit happens, whenever the bird flaps his wings and the electricity shit happens, it was the coolest shit ever. And even when the like panther or whatever did that spiky thing out of the ground and stuff, that was so fucking cool. And I could go on about how much I love playing as V, but let's stop over for now. And I don't remember his music, to be honest, but yeah, let's talk about the villains for a while. The villains was so freaking cool. Like even the character designs, and even when everything is like stylish point, this how A B C D. That was the coolest shit I've ever seen. It gave me like Japanese retro kind of vibes, and and that mixing up with high level graphics, that just made the game like so much better to like play and have have a good experience or whatever. And and everything was just so cool. Like every time you hit someone, there is some like bass shit happening in the side. Like it's giving you the sound effects or something, and it's just like you're hitting, and boom, boom. Like even the sound design was amazing. And well, I can go on about it, bro. I can keep on going on about it. And let's see, Dante. It was finally turn to play as Dante. And when I fucking played as him, there was so much like explore, while playing him. And even the controls was sick. Like, you can choose the mode you are fighting with. And there was like heavy metal playing behind. And that was the coolest shit ever, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, of course, you can play, like Doom Eternal or something to experience the same kind of shit and, kill demons and everything, but it doesn't match with the same character designs as Devil May Cry, and it doesn't, give the same emotions or like rage that you have while you're playing Devil May Cry. Like, even the like teleporting devil, like, that guy who teleports and like summons whatever, that was so fucking cool. Like that was so fucking cool. And and yeah, and you can fucking go berserk with using fucking bikes and shit as playing as Dante, and you can fucking shoot an enemy in the air. That is so fucking cool. I I'm just gonna say everything is so fucking cool and goated about this game, bro. And and the most amazing plot twist about the game was for me when I realized that Virgil is the main villain, and and then I was kind of disappointed when they did not, have a plastic chair for him. Like he should have been having a plastic. He was supposed to sit on a plastic chair, according to my image of him, because the memes had occupied so much of my brain that I thought he was actually you gonna use like the plastic chair to sit on, but no, it was branches. Like, but it could have been so fucking cool. It was just if it was just a plastic chair, right? And and then I could go on about how much I love, what was that villain? I don't know, the teleporting villain. Like, they teleport at fucking light speed, and you can fucking step in the air and fucking slash at boom and shit, and it was so fucking good. And I don't know if this all makes sense to you, but you guys gotta play Devil May Cry 5, bro. It was so freaking good. And let's see. I absolutely love what was that? What was that? Like the storytelling, the world building was absolutely amazing. Even though I skipped playing Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, 4, they say 4 is not supposed to be played, so I did not even care about it. But what I did is I just went through like a recap of what I have to know before I play Devil May Cry 5. But even after I played Devil May Cry 5, I got a recap that I needed. I just knew that I was in this world, and they gave the recap that was needed, right? Like they made you feel like you already belong here, like you know what you're doing. And that is the thing that I actually loved about Devil May Cry 5. And maybe they do the same in the other games too, which I'm yet to explore. I actually want to explore Devil May Cry 3. I don't know. I'm just so curious to know about Royal Guard. Like, I want to hear Dante say Royal Guard. I don't know. And I want to see that one battle between, Virgil and Dante in Devil May Cry 3 maybe, and on some rooftop. Maybe that is where the battle happens. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of shit about that, bro. But like, yeah, I want to see that happen. And let's come back to the game. And even like the ghost kind of demon was so fucking cool. The mirror kind of demon who used to travel through mirrors or some shit. Was it the mirror demon? I don't know. But like you get what I mean. You get the picture of the black demon wearing a mask. That was so fucking cool. And having a scissor, like that was such a goated design, bro. It was giving amazing goth vibes for some reason, or like emo vibes, and emo vibes with Japanese retro UI. That was just like the best combo ever about these games. And I can keep on go and ranting. I can keep on go and rant about how much I love that combo, but I don't know how much I'm supposed to talk about this, because if I start talking about it, it will go on for an hour, and I want to keep this video long because I don't know who to tell this to. Because if I just rant it on my spam account on Instagram, nobody gives a shit. But if I actually put it out somewhere and people actually listen to it, it might actually make more sense. So, yes, yes, this is my rant session, and I'm not stopping, bro, because I want to talk about how much I love Devil May Cry and Resident Evil. So yeah, and then because of Devil May Cry 5, I got to experience the best plot twist was that, the one where you get to know that Virgil is Nero's father, right? Like, that was so fucking, shocking to me. I was like, what? How is that even? Whoa, I did not see that coming. That was new. And I could not see that coming at all, bro. Like, that was amazing. Like, that was best storytelling I've seen so far in a game. And I was so hooked to the game that I did not stop at all for 2 days straight. Like, even if I sat down to play Devil May Cry, I would keep on going and going for 6 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours straight, non-stop. No game could ever do that to me, bro. Like, no game could ever just make me sit and keep on playing it, except Devil May Cry 5 and Resident Evil. I have played every Resident Evil in like 2 days straight max. I don't know. Or weekly once, even if I'll play it for 2-3 hours straight, because it's just so good. It's just so good. But yeah. And I don't know, like even the collection system, even the upgrading system and everything was so cool about Devil May Cry 5. Like there was so much to explore, and you could always make a new combo with all your attacks each and every time. Like, let's say now I was playing as I had a very good smashing from Virgil while the last battle, and that was actually so fucking cool. Like I was having so much fun playing as Dante and attacking Virgil. And even though I kept on losing over and over, there was always a good hope that I will defeat him. I like even though it was this much, I knew I could defeat him again if I try again, and I might have not went in one shot him or something, but there was always hope for more, that I could always try better and defeat him better. And that was the best part about playing is like as Dante and defeating Virgil. And the boss battle was insane, bro. The mirror thingy, not the mirror thingy, I'm so sorry, the dimensional cut, the judgment cut is the best shit about Devil May Cry, bro. Like when Virgil does this with his sword, like he sheets his sword, and then zoom, 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 the whole fucking screen just goes breaking into mirrors and glasses, and it's like the whole dimension was cut, bro. It's just like the coolest shit I've ever seen in a fucking game. From past fucking 5-6 years, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen a character do. Even though I know there are better games out there, right? But nothing will ever come close to how much I love playing as Virgil. So like after the game was over, after I defeated Virgil as Nero, I didn't want to defeat him as Nero, bro. Nero is so fucking useless. He's dead weight. But like I don't know. I just don't like Nero, bro. He's so fucking annoying. Like, it's not fun playing as him. Not as fun as, the other characters. Like, of course he's cool, but not as fun as the other characters, as I said before. But yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. Perfect from the start to the finish. And then we come to play as Virgil. And I think not then. I think Virgil was always like a side quest character. Like, you can play him as much as you want. And I did not play him fully. Like, I did not go past mission 11 because I don't know. I just got, you know, tired later on. But I'm gonna talk about that later. Like, I loved playing Virgil for his combos, like in the Void, where you like practice your moves and then you make up new combos. That was the favorite part for me in Devil May Cry 5, and that was amazing, bro. Like, I threw the fucking big sword and it kept on spinning around the fucking thing, like the fucking demon, and then you use your judgment card to slash them along with it, and why you're like cutting them at the twice of the amount, and then you can fucking teleport as Virgil, bro. That was the coolest shit I've ever seen in game, dude. Teleporting as a character yourself. That was so fucking cool. And I don't know, everything about Virgil is just so fucking cool, bro. I could go on about and about him. It's just so fucking cool. He's just so fucking cool. And I wish I knew how to like judgment cut the whole fucking screen. I tried so many times in the the Void, but it did not make any sense at all after a while. So that is the point where I like stopped playing Devil May Cry 5. Maybe it's the mod that people use to like, I don't know, get the whole fucking screen judgment cut, or maybe it's just because I played it cracked. I don't know, bro. But yeah, this was me ranting about Devil May Cry 5, and after Devil May Cry 5, I started the old anime of Devil May Cry, and it's actually pretty good, right? It's very wholesome and it's very cute, and it's actually pretty good. I love what I'm watching. It every episode like has a meaning behind it, so and it's pretty wholesome. I need to like pause for a second. I've been ranting about Devil May Cry for 17 minutes straight. That is insane. Let's start with Resident Evil. Now, this game franchise, this game world building is so fucking good. I was introduced to Resident Evil back in 2018, and why my like few of my friends were playing it. It seems, I don't know, seniors were playing it, and I just wanted to know what the hype was about. And Resident Evil 7 was going around that time, and I watched the PewDiePie thingy, the PewDiePie walkthrough, right? And I was so hooked. I was so hooked to that thing. Like, it was a brand new storyline. It was nothing related to Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. It was directly like from Ethan Winters, right? And you are playing as Ethan Winters. And I actually loved how spooky it was for me that time. And I was actually scared, watching the walkthrough. And later on, there was Resident Evil 8. I did not know I like goth girls until I saw Resident Evil 8, bro. I absolutely loved Demetrescu daughters. The the mommy Demetrescu is nice. She's fine, but she's too big, bro. But the daughters, bro, they are just amazing. No, and I did not love the story just for the daughters, bro. Trust me. Like, the horror elements were also nice later on in the game. And I'm yet to play the game myself. But I've played Resident Evil 7 myself. I've played Resident Evil 2. I'm going to play Resident Evil 4. I've seen the walkthrough of Resident Evil 3 and 7 and 8. And it all started with 7, to be honest. And I'm so fucking excited for Resident Evil 9 Requiem. I was like literally screaming like a child when I saw the trailer come up. And I was just almost about to cry because my day was going so good because it came out. And there was nothing else I could expect. There's nothing else I could want other than Resident Evil 9 playing as Leon Kennedy, because I absolutely love how relatable Leon Kennedy is. He's always stuck in situationships, and bro, trust me, I feel you, bro. But no, but yes, Leon Kennedy is amazing, and I love the chemistry between him and Ada Wong. But I don't know, bro. Ada Wong is for the streets sometimes. Like, why is she always flirting around with random people in the game? She needs to up her game, because Leon Kennedy is, he's the goat. He's the goat, bro. But yeah, I never knew I would. I always have loved zombie games, and I loved it even more after seeing Resident Evil. And I don't think Resident Evil is about zombies anymore. It's just, it has never been about zombies as long as I know. Because I was introduced to Resident Evil movies first of all, like the OG movies, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like the final chapter. Some, I don't know who the actor is, but those movies actually hooked me like so much. Like they were actually pretty good. They were pretty good for me that time when I was young. Like, I could actually like feel the horror. Like, I could actually feel my, I don't know, gut wrenching whenever like a zombie was about to kill a particular character, and that actually grew me the fear. That actually grew the fear of zombies inside me, and basically I love zombie fight. Like, I love apocalyptic zombie stuff more than horror stuff, because horror stuff is not believable. You cannot believe it. But zombie stuff is actually possible. It can actually happen in real life, and that is what sets apart the zombie stuff than horror stuff. And Resident Evil does a pretty good job of mixing zombie stuff with horror stuff, and it just makes it purely a good game. Or like any Resident Evil game is good. Even though I absolutely agree that some of the boss fights are so fucking shit. Like, yes, they are shit, but I will defend every Resident Evil game with my own life, bro. I don't know. Even if 100 million people told me to play Elden Ring and do Eternal more and tell me that it is more goated than fucking playing Resident Evil or Devil May Cry, I would still defend these two more than anything else. I'm playing Doom Eternal. I even tried Elden Ring. Elden Ring doesn't know what the fuck is going on in that game, bro. Like, I don't even know what that game is. If you know what that game is, if you play fucking 200, 300 hours of that game, I don't know what you're doing with your life, bro. You need to get employed and get a life. You need to touch some grass. Okay? I don't know. But yeah, I like simple games maybe. Maybe it's not a simple game. I'm not saying that Devil May Cry or Resident Evil is simple. I'm just saying that you know what you're doing in these games, right? You know how, the world building, you're not absolutely like like you're not throwing a fucking big ass mutated giga chad monster at you right in the beginning. Like, Mr. X maybe was a cool example. Even Resident Evil 3 has a cool example. I don't know, what was that giga chad zombie? I don't know. But yeah, you are throwing like monsters at the beginning of the game, but you know what you're doing. Like, you know exactly where the game is going, even if a fucking thing is chasing you. Like, a fucking giga chat is chasing you. You know what you're doing in that fucking game, bro. Like, it's actually more doable. Okay, other than Elden Ring being a fucking pain in the ass, where you have to keep on trying to beat someone over and over again after hours of trying, after hours of training. Okay, and even if like a little scratch happens to you by someone else, you're dead. Your life just goes down to this much. Maybe I just don't know how to play the game, right? I agree, I don't know how to play Elden Ring or any other game, but I just want to say that I don't have all the time in the world to learn how to play a fucking Souls game, bro. Like, of course, it's beautiful. I love the cinematography. I'm sure there is a story beyond, just killing people or killing demons or killing whatever. But there should be a meaning to the story. Like, there should be a structure. There should be, you know what a hero journey is, right? There should be a starting point and an ending point which is actually meaningful from the start till the end. That is what keeps you hooked to a game. And Resident Evil has always done a good job, doing that. And even Devil May Cry 5 did a very good job in doing that thing. And even I love Call of Duty games. I'm never gonna complain about Call of Duty games like the OG ones like Black Ops, and then we have Modern Warfare. They had amazing plot twists too, okay, and they had amazing graphics or whatever for that time and at that age, and I would still play it again if I had to. Okay, it's actually pretty good, and I don't know about the new Modern Warfare, but I need to like have enough money to buy it maybe, but like but like yeah, you get the point. I absolutely love Resident Evil. I absolutely love Devil May Cry, and I'm always gonna defend it no matter what. No matter what. Okay, I'm tired of talking now. I could go on for another 25 minutes, 1 hour. I could go on for more than 1 hour, bro. But this is all I have to say for now. I just want to like take a break because I have an exam to study for. Maybe I'll make a part 2 on why I love these games. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe. And I'll be back soon. Love you guys so much.